Alright, so next we're going to use the discriminant of a quadratic equation to indicate the number of real solutions in the quadratic equation. So remember, this right here, up in the top left corner, is the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. We've talked about that already. What you're going to do is you're going to use that to figure out how many solutions this problem should have. So when you plug these numbers in and when you substitute in b squared minus 4ac, if the answer you get is greater than 0, that means you're going to have two real solutions. If the number you get is equal to 0, that means you're going to have one real solution. And then if the number you get is less than 0, that means you're going to have 0 real solutions. And I'll show you what I mean by all of that here in just a second. So we've got this example down here at the bottom. And remember, we've got to look and determine what our A, B, and C are, very first thing. So remember, the first term is our A, second term is our B, third term is our C. So we know what our A, B, and C are. So now what we need to do is substitute these numbers into the discriminant. That way we can figure out how many real solutions this quadratic equation has. So let's do this real quick. So b is -8. So again, put it in parentheses. Always, always, always put it in parentheses. So -8 squared minus 4 times my a is 4, my b is 5. And they're both positive, so you don't have to put the negative there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work that out. -8 squared gives me a positive 64. And again, if you don't put the parentheses around here, it's going to give you the wrong answer because the calculator is going to do order of operations and it's going to give you a negative 64 here. So always make sure you put parentheses around that -8 there. And then we have -4 times 4 times 5, which gives me a -80. So we have 64 minus 80. Well, 64 minus 80, I don't even really have to do the math. It comes out to -16, but you could tell that's going to give me a negative number. But it comes out to a -16. Is -16 greater than 0, equal to 0, or less than 0? Well, it's less than 0. That makes perfect sense. So that means with this quadratic equation, you're going to have no real solutions to this problem at all. If we had one that came out to where it was a bigger number, so let's say that this just happened to, and it doesn't, but let's say it came out to a positive 16. That would mean that there are two real solutions, and we use the discriminant b squared minus 4ac to figure this out. And then again, if it came out to where it equals 0, that means there's only one real solution.